Hello, my name is Joaquin. I'm making a YouTube video, and I'm here to tell you what I believe has happened over the past trillion years. Yes, as you can tell, I did say trillion years. From my understanding, we are living a life periodically over and over again. That we are beings created by the one we called God. Many call him Buddha. Many call him Allah. But the beings that we're here today, that we have existed in this lifetime, most likely countless times, and that we are a humanoid race, and quite possibly the first race. Now, if you're seeing this video, the key facts of this video is time, our creator, and what we have created. Now, I place this video as kind of a history lesson, which I firmly believe in, but a lot of religion and a lot of facts from scientific views could point out to a whole different story. But you gotta remember in your mind, if you ever had a deja vu effect and something triggered it, like a scenery, a background, a moment, a second of something that is right there in front of you, that deja vu effect is a memory relapse. And if you also remember Carson Mandela, a lot of videos are circling out there of this man that, from what I remember and many others do, passed away sometimes in the 80s. From what I believe and from what many others also have foretold, this was a true and actual fact. The evidence has been wiped out from the timeline. And as you can all tell and see, if you ever remember something that's not there, like a famous dance group that I remember was the Village People. I only remember 4. And then 5, and now apparently 6. So this world, this dimension, was all created for us and by us. As a humanoid being, we carry our genetics. We have experimented in creating our own life. We also gone so far in our past to pass this gene on in our own, very own creations. And believe me when I tell you that the humanoid gene is around the universe. It was introduced to our universe from the moment that we were about to go extinct. And it seems to happen every billions of years, from what the information I collected, is a solar flare can come and wipe us out from our own natural sun. Kind of like clockwork, resetting the clock. Say like 24 hours, could be 24 billion years. 24 hours could be 24 seconds to our creator. But our genetics that we created with the alien races, quite possibly, some of them could be the alien greys, the lizard people, and many other names that we can associate with, into making these beings they are quite possibly a genetic enhanced race. These are beings that was the master humanoid effect, this gene, this building block that we could have spread out across the universe and not even known it. Or we couldn't have known about it at the time. As we send our signals out, our rays, our TV signals, our communications, our time capsules, our information is coming back to us. Alien abductions, let me get to that real quick. I'm going to tell you right now that these alien abductions are abductions by our own creations. These creations right here, which could be the alien grays or smaller beings, may have or share our genetic code, or maybe even built off our own genetic code. These abductions, which I believe are to save their race. Now, if we entrusted these creations, and if they were ours, we entrusted them with our main genetic code, which every human being, which is made, born, and raised on this universe, in this world, I did say universe, there's more of us like this all around the universe. We may not see them, we may not have got in touch with them, but they could have also evolved in a different way than we have. We have the sun. We have gamma rays, radiation waves coming and affecting our physiology, our cell structure, our building blocks. For them, they could be experiencing X-rays, gamma rays, whatever they're exposed to. The effects are different. And now, which I believe is that these alien races, which could be our creations from our original gene race, hell, they could have created us just to save them. That's why all the abductions, they need a specific gene to oh my God, I couldn't even say it. What I'm trying to say is they need that specific gene, which is to oh my God, something is totally stopping me. Replicate. There it is. I said it. They need our original genetic gene to replicate their own bio enhancement makeup and their DNA. That genetic code that we have in our original bloodline, which was made and reproduced here, is what they need to survive. So I'm telling you now, we may not be the originals. We may even be copies, which brings up this Mandela effect, why a lot of people are reliving it. This guy passed away in the 80s, like I said, and now what, 2012, 2013? This is a creation of a vivid alternate universe. We were most likely wiped out in 2012 in a catastrophic global event of shifting plates, which caused millions to perish, down to billions. As a vivid memory in my other videos that I have explained, from my understanding, is that we attempted to save ourselves. We reproduced ourselves from genetic samples that we have in an actual DNA database. We have that. And that's in the Antarctic, the global Antarctic caps up north and south. What they did not tell you is we do have this genetic facility which holds DNA, but on TV and the news they announced it as seeds. Seeds for species of plants and material that we needed to actually save in case something like this happens. That's all our DNAs for each individual being, based only within the 1900s and up. That's right, the 1900s and up. So each time you go and give a blood sample, that is your genetic DNA that's currently being saved as a process, as a pigment dot in your DNA lifespan at this age, 12. Could have been cleared of anything, a genetic strong base for a future structure of DNA rewriting. So now this technology that we have, which a lot of people seem to be weary about and wonder, is called the quantum phase 4 computer. This is an alternate universe data computer. Now, if you ever seen The Matrix is, in theory, a video about what happened, of what we're living. Why are we reliving it? Now, this movie was made before its time, but this movie was made as a warning. This movie was made, like George Lucas's Star Wars, of events that happen, that will happen, and may happen now. As you see, my facial structure is not the same. This cheek stays down more. This cheek rises up more. I never had this problem in 2012. I had Bell palsy, but that was on my right side of my face. As I point here, you're seeing most likely the left side of my face. But I tell you now, if you ever have a vivid dream, that's not a vivid dream. That's a memory. That's a memory of what happened. If you ever had a dream where you're in the city and it's crumbling apart and you don't know why, but then it starts to hit you in the dream of you know what happened, because you're aware of it, you picked up a gene sequence of your dream. That gene sequence is a vivid memory of the alternate universe. That vivid memory is telling you all that you need to know of what happened, when it happened, how it happened, and why it happened. From what I remember, it was the solar flare and shift into plutonic plates of the Earth that gave us destruction. Like I said, millions to billions have perished, and our genetic code needed to be saved. Have you ever seen a movie where you keep hitting repeat or you're watching it all over again? That's what's happening in this universe. And have you ever seen these videos of the alien grays that are just so happen to be an interview of Area 51 where they gone back from the future as a genetic evolution of us to come back into, what, the 1950s at Roswell? Yes, that really did happen. That video, that interview really did happen. What they specifically asked for is information of what happened to us during a nuclear war that happened. It may not have happened now, but it may happen in the future. This was a World War III event. Besides us being wiped out by a natural catastrophe, a natural event, we still managed to get into war, a World War III war, which wiped out millions of lives. From what I'm seeing, This can be rendered as retaliation, us being a bully, of trying to tell Kim Jong-un from Korea, no, you can't have your own nukes. What I say to you, that's not fair. As the United Nations states that in their policy somewhere that, we're trying to prevent nuclear war, we're trying to bring peace and harmony, but yet we have these weapons too. At a certain point in time, we agreed not to make these weapons, but yet he's over there making his own weapons. He's not part of the UN, or is he? What I see here is a time dilation of the universe in a quantum phase 4 computer. This quantum phase 4 computer, yes, I'm going to get to it now. This technology developed by us trillions of years ago, which I did state earlier, which seems like we're in the Matrix, or if you're having a thing of deja vu, it seems to be the main key of everything. Imagine yourself in a dimension. This quantum phase 4 computer can create alternate dimensions, different timelines, different realities, different memories. Some are similar, some are not. Some are made for you to believe, some are made for you to remember. As I said, to remember. Deja vu. That is not a same time, different event kind of fact, but that really does mean exactly what I just said. Some people associate it with, oh wow, something plain and simple. Oh, I did this yesterday. That's a simple deja vu. A true deja vu is a vivid memory of a time relapse. A time relapse that you have entered, and I do say you have entered, that you have done before in the past. Imagine a ring, and it has a starting point. An old record player or an old CD, you put a dot on it, and it goes around one rotation, a full 360. Imagine that as, for us, maybe could be trillions of years. Every trillion is a year. Trillions and trillions and trillions of that year. It goes all the way around and comes back. Whatever happened, happened. We may not know. We may know. Who knows? Who knows for sure, other than the Creator, like I said, which may be earlier in the video. Could be, 24 million years for us or something? Could be, 24 seconds for him? He's the Creator. See my finger? See your fingers? See your hands and your face? What's the difference? Structure, skin, bone, tendons, meat, all combined. We're a carbon-based life form. As I can say, we most likely have lived this life over and over again. And as this quantum phase 4 computer seems to be changing our dimensions, maybe preset and programmed for you and I and all the other millions upon billions of maybe beings that are on this life. And I do say beings, I don't just mean us humans. I'm talking about every other species that may be on here. Just happens to be going on and reliving the same deal. So now as I said, I want all of you to start making your own videos and keep your memories sacred. You never know what's going to happen, and if you randomly happen to be at a moment of time and space in your life and all of a sudden something happens, right then and there in front of you can be an, most likely for me, it was an image type of event. Like I explained in one of my videos, I was with my two co-workers at a job at UPS in a training facility. And when that sun hit just right and one of them caught that movement, it was like a still shot photo, especially for me. When that hit, that told me that I have lived this lifetime before. I don't know how many times I have made this video. I don't know who's watching it. I may never know. I may never get to see it. I'll always wonder, but I may never get to respond. I just want to let you all know that keep your memories, make sure they're sacred, and try never to forget. And if you have a very, very vivid dream that you can remember detail, everything about it, write it down. If you wake up, get your phone out, get your camera, record it. Because it's not just a thing of a vivid dream that some psychologist can explain to you. It's not just a vivid dream of multiple dreams. Like if you have a multiple dream where you're doing something and you don't remember it when you wake up. Nothing. You don't remember nothing. It may have been a vivid dream, part of your past, part of an alternate universe, part of an alternate dimension. Write it down, save it, keep it for yourself. So if you have that dream again or something similar, you can write it down and find out what that story was. This is what I'm asking all of you to do, and post it. Everyone loves a good story, but this won't be a story. This will be the truth. This will be a fact. This will be your resistance of a time change, of a different reality. There's multiple universes and not all of them support life. We are desperately trying hard to survive in this one. For a lot of people after 2012, if you have developed a cough, that cough is due to being in a new dimension. There are different elements in this air, quality, and there's different bioorganisms in this dimension, this universe right here that we may be in, or this alternate shift of it. If recently you heard of the flu that just so happened to mutate it, that is not a mutation of our own. That is a mutation of an alternate reality that we have entered. We literally bring our stats, our DNA, our function, everything that makes you gets dragged over from this alternate universe. If you ever remember hearing about fairies and elves and dwarves, and just so happen to be looking at YouTube videos like I explained in many of my others, that these other beings are starting to come out of nowhere and people are recording them and seeing them, that's because we have either slipped into that dimension before or slipped back. This dimensional shifts, you will feel it. If you wake up achy or painfully, like your neck's cracked or you slept wrong, that is not the truth. The truth is, you've slipped into an alternate dimension. When you sleep, your body goes numb. It goes into a rest mode. When you sleep and dream and you can't remember, that is your body in rest mode. That is your body telling you that you're literally recharging like a battery. You blank out. But if you have a dream, you usually enjoy that dream. That's kind of like a rest period, or watching a nice cycle of a well-edited commercial. But I want to tell you all one more time, record your dreams, record your memories, save your memories, because they are precious. They are part of you, they are part of the timeline, and one day, when things clear up, we will shift back into our original dimension, our original universe. I don't know what universe we are, but we are getting close. And when we get there, you all have to stay strong and prepare for what might shock you. That's what I have to say to you all, and I wish you all the best. So please, if you would like my video, that'd be great. If you want to share my video, share it with others. And if you want to know more truth, I will be posting as many more videos as I can for more information that I have found. And subscribe if you like. Good day.